heavy.
Bored.
Dude, can we just talk about the facial hair of the 19th century?
Oh, I'm glad you brought it up. Let's do it. Talk facial hair.
I mean, well, first of all, let me just pull up an image here. My computer's gonna take a minute. So, you know, I mean, and this was like a really fucking bad time for facial hair. It was a really, really bad century all around. Did not play favorites, at least as far as the Western world is concerned. Whether you were in England or you were in the U.S., if you were a man and you grew facial hair, it was probably really, really bad.
Well, you know, no safety razors. There was literally just straight razors. And if you could afford to keep a razor sharp and like shave yourself every day, you were probably wealthy.
Like, I mean, have you ever been to like the Gettysburg Museum?
Oh yeah, dude, we grew up in Maryland. I've been there.
Yeah.
I said when you're thinking about like 1800s facial hair, I'm thinking, okay, pictures of presidents, pictures of Civil War generals.
Civil War is what I go to, yeah, every time.
Like General
Oh
Burnside.
my God. Like the fucking facial hair on some of those soldiers.
Who is this guy?
This is Dickens, dude.
Oh, that's Dickens.
That's,
dude, that's gonna be on our artwork.
That's
for
bad.
That'll be our
The man had bad facial hair.
That'll be our episode artwork. Dickinson's little goatee.
He wasn't particularly ugly either.
Yeah.
But damn,
He was a
that
law clerk.
beard atrocious, and it was like in a V all the time. Like very frequently, it was like in this weird fucking shape, and I don't understand what is up with that. I don't know if this was like just the look. I don't know if maybe there was just like we didn't like people didn't know how to like shape it yet, or if it was just like, no, we're all gonna do like this flying V thing and it's gonna be rad and the ladies will like it.
I mean, there weren't clippers to shape it. There were not safety razors. It was straight razors all the way. So if you wanted to do like a weird design or like a little soul patch, like you needed a barber to cut that in for you.
Yeah, but this isn't like a little design. This is just like I grew it out and I decided that I'm going to part it down the middle like a whale tail.
Little bow tie beard, dude.
It's like the reverse of like a woman doing a whale tail with a thong.
Oh,
it's that, but of the face.
We're pro whale tails on this podcast, dude. At least
I mean,
I am. Yeah.
of course,
Sophie
always.
is not. Yeah.
No, of course I am. Always
Pro
bring it
whale
back.
tails, yeah.
I mean, not low-rise jeans. You got to figure out a better way. You got to make it work with different pants. That's my only request.
We'll take it. Flap that whale tail.
Yeah. So facial hair, that was good. Enjoyed that. Didn't quite go bald either.
My last thing.
He kind of did, I guess.
Oh, dude, men.
Look at that comb over. Now that I'm looking at it, looks pretty comb over-ish.
Yeah, it looks like most men, where you start to recede. And I guess this was before the time when if you were wealthy, you could get hair plugs, but.
Yeah, he's definitely bald under that flap of hair on top, dude. Or at least behind it, for sure.
Looks like the couple of those pictures, it looks like the hat clearly matted it down. But then that last one you sent me, it looks like it's more styled for a photograph. Like like he wasn't wearing a hat beforehand. You can see that it's very, very much receded, almost to the halfway on the sides there.
Yeah,
people are
it's
curious.
Okay on him, though.
I'm male pattern baldness. It's people don't understand.
Terrifies you.
Yes, it terrifies me, and my hairline started receding. I noticed it when I was 26. It's not even that bad.
I recall those days. You're freaking the fuck out.
When I first noticed it, like it's not terrible. But it's like I was like, oh my God, like literally like. And at that time, dude, I had that luscious long hair. Like it was like literally like, dude, like my hair literally got me it got me numbers. All right, like that's what it did. Like. My early 20s, being like the bum artist with the long hair, it worked for me for a while there. But it was like, it's how I met my wife. But it was like, you know, I was like, oh my God, those days are like, it was like that, like coming to like the end of it type thing. And I remember I'd be in Sophie's apartment and like freaking out about my hairline and talking to your husband and stuff. And he'd be like, dude, you know, relax. And I'm like, no, I can't. And I remember talking to my barber about it. And I'm like, yeah, well, you know, it's starting to recede. And he's like, where? And I was like, look, I know it's subtle, okay, but I can see it. I can see it, all right? I can see it. It's not where it used to be, like 5 years ago.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it could be way worse, man.
It could
I know
be,
people
yes.
fucking younger than you, and I ran into somebody recently, and I was like, whew.
Especially now at this age.
And he's a younger guy, too. He's in his, like, mid-20s, probably. And I'm like, oh, and he was, like, a good-looking kid. You know, he was, like, a very classically, like, Abercrombie-style good-looking kid.
Right.
And I was like, oh, this is going to break your soul.
It does.
This is gonna
people don't
ruin
understand
you.
how much
Especially
that
for
breaks.
someone who's, like, good-looking. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
For someone who is, like, really took care of themselves, and they're like, oh, fuck.
And it's not talked about at all, because anything that plagues men is not talked about, but it's just like this, like, it is a huge spirit, like, dispiriting thing that, like, men just deal with, and everyone's like, oh, shut up.
Yeah.
But yeah, look at good hair plugs. Matthew McConaughey has great hair plugs.
I bet.
I just watched the Nick Cage movie. He has mediocre hair plugs. They're not great, but you can tell he has them. Bill Maher.
Oh, yeah?
Oh my God, yeah, dude. And he always makes jokes about bald people. I'm like, dude, you have hair plugs. Like, you literally got the surgery. Like, you got it. Like, like you can tell. Like, he has it. Like, dude, anybody whose head is going bald and then stops.
Go bald.
Anybody who's, you can see this. There's, if people are interested, commented. I can direct you to YouTube channels that do this better than I do. But you can tell, and usually anybody that has that receding hairline that kind of goes back at the edges, and then it stops, and they're like stops at maybe the age 30, 40 in celebrities, and it just stays there for the rest of their life. They've had hair plugs, like, and they usually, if you've had expensive ones, they're tasteful. So it's like done well. So it's not like they're just making your hairline straight across anymore. They're working with what you have. So it's not like a shocking, like, difference in, like, your look. McConaughey has good ones. If you look at pictures of him.
This is real.
Oh yeah, dude. You can see it here. Yeah.
Inner.
Resources. American resources.
Being bored.
Some activities are intentional, right?
It shows such a lack of gratitude for life. Bored. I aspire to boredom, I should say.
Bored. Heavy.
I am heavy.
Bored.
Has you the night sweats and the day sweats, pal? Pal, I do.